apa je.
Revelio.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Someone there? Who's that? Someone there? Your service.
Arrest them. Cruising.
Delicious. Linda.
What was that sound? I should warn you. If it isn't for her bottom.
Goodness.
If that's the student who stopped us at Self. That student defeated our encounter.
Incendio.
Much better. When are you going to give up? You see, no!
Crucial.
Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
This place has seen better days.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
So nice of you.
Wizard time. Smith was once the war is over.
You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. Totalis.
One less foul, hulking brute.
Revelio. Revelio.
You ought to cut back on pudding. This took you for a troll the other day. Ha!
Totalis. Revelio. How about some sightseeing? Go! Faster! Faster! Slow down now. There we go. Bombarda. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
Oh, level 10. Mal, kau tak main ni ke? Tak main.
What do you have for sale?
Tak main puzzle ke?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
Tak, kalau aku buat check dekat phone lagi cepat. Masalah phone aku tengah main game lain. Phone aku tengah autoplay game Marvel.
Revelio.
Aku nak cari Phoenix.
Why don't you have a little peruse? More than happy to purchase that. Good to have stock, I always say. There we are then. That'll do nicely, I'm sure.
Saja belikan duit. I see. Level 10 lah. Okay lah, macam tak ada lah. Tak ada sampai part 70. Aku ni pun dah nak, kalau ikutkan aku dah halfway lah. Kalau ikutkan si, tak ada part 70. Satu part pun dah 2 jam lebih.
Cannot thank you enough for all you did to get my carts returned to me.
Biasa sebelum buat maintenance buat requirement. Oh, semua easter egg side quest. Tak ada lah. Tak ada sampai 74 ni. Paling lama pun aku rasa 30 kot. Itu pun kalau aku main sesiang. Itulah suka ni buat puzzle ni. Berkebun. Style Skyrim aku. Macam okay lah, bagi kau. Okay.
things. You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
there. I'm not going to hurt you.
Kosong. Oh, kau rate 10. Kau tak ni, kau dah buat mission mana nama? Ha? Kau buat mission mana? Main mission mana sekarang? Selalu aku ingat kau tak layan game-game macam ni.
I'll look after you.
Tak guna. Nak potong cari kucing.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Siapa ada makanan? Saya finish by 2. Siapa sih ini? Ni. Ni aku budak dulu. Sekejap bagi aku sekejap. Kes tak boleh lambat.
Glaciers!
Students think they're clever. Whatever.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since." That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it, or be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Lumos. Lumos.
Anyone?
Lag ni sebab dia ni map dia nak loading.
Goodness, look how fun. Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Garlic asked me to explain.
Revelio.
If Hogwart survives the reign of this headmaster, I think we should have a mooncalf in charge.
Main mission. Tinggi.
Revelio.
Accidentally levitated. Revelio.
The only place I
Hello there.
Hello, Almeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Gobble mà ai cháu ơi. Không. Cháu chứ. Đấy, đừng có.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
I'll be quiet. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. Lumos! I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship
Revelio.
for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing.
It's Totalis.
Oh, little moon calf. Far from home. I won't rest. Death.
That's the last... That was a little
Revelio.
more than I'm used to.
Accio, get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. We're being watched. By a door. Bombard.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio.
Stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Trifficus Totalis. You will regret coming here.
Bombarda!
Revelio.
Look at it sneaking about. You'll see. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Oi! Pass that fire whiskey over here. You have to learn to share.
Who's out there? Oh, little moon calf.
Do you find this
How childish!
You almost had a lucky shot! Rather unwise coming back this way.
Akio.
Glacis. Defendo. Accio.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than another schematic. What are
Revelio.
they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo. Revelio.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Revelio.
activated that handle. See it?
Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not the entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos! Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
And be used for better things than this so-called control.
Crazy. Revelio.
Release me! That's what you fitted for! On the underground now! Someone will regret. Think you're clever, don't you? Hurt me! I won't rest.
Descendo. Depulso. Confringo. Glacier. Defendo.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgott what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
How nice of you to stop by.
Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Dapat pasal kenapa naikkan lagi ini lebih cepat. Dia tengok apa berapa delay apa berapa delay.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery. but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals. But the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Revelio.
I hope Professor...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spinwitches as soon as you can.
Accio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Revelio. Capulso.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Revelio. Arresto Momentum.
Settle yourself.
Bring me a dozen humans to back. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Revelio. Arresto momentum.
I have a brother who works in Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day. Hello? You will regret coming here.
Arresto momentum. Places. Defender. Repulsor. Descendo. Confringo. Leviosa. Bombarda. Imperial. Tractus Totalis. Revelio. Tractus Totalis. Revelio. Revelio.
Fuck. Aku tak boleh buka. Aku tak boleh buka apa ni?
Revelio.
I should investigate.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogwart, and we will devise a plan.
What is it? What's wrong?
Goblins! That's what. Ranrock's lot. Nasty creatures. Ambushed me, they did. Nothing's safe anymore. I need a little something. Something to protect me if I run into them again. Maxima potion. That would do it.
You're right. The world's not safe at the moment. It's best to take precautions. Here. Use it wisely.
Oh, I will. You can be sure of that. Ranrock's lot won't take me down.
I think
And I've you to thank. Please, accept this gift in exchange for your help.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time. Everything's all right now. there. I'm not going to hurt you. Professor Howard will never believe this.
Dick thinks you should be proud.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time. Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Okay, aku nak kena pergi ke Hogsmeade sebelum aku tutup. Sediakan Hogsmeade. Lepas tu aku close daily routine aku. Hahaha. Hari ni aku kurang sihat lagi. Di rumah ni memang pening. Kurang sihat. So aku kena tutup awal sikit. Pening mat. Tak tahu apa aku kata sangat. Memang pening.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Ada keras.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. What are we looking for today?
RM4,000 berapa?
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field.
Lumos.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Does it get it?
Revelio certainly never revealed.
You're back. Nice to see you again. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, to move a bit more freely.
Revelio. Lumos. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby. Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him, as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. Ah, there you are.
Aku tak boleh pakai penyapu.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Time for a jaunt, I'd say. Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Itulah, nanti saya sambung dulu sampai sini saja. Saya sudah kill. Okey, jumpa lagi. Peace.